Okay, what we have here tonight is a meeting that we need to discuss a couple things. Before we do that, do I have a motion that we approval of the agenda as we have it? So,
Make a motion that we approve the agenda as printed.
yes,
I see,
right here.
I'm on that committee.
Okay. No old business that we are.
Mr. Crowder, you will take the vote to approve that agenda.
Oh, take a.
The vote.
Oh, I'm sorry. All in favor of approving the agenda? Everyone, aye? Okay, I think that went through. Any old business? That's the next item on the agenda. Anybody, anything? I don't have anything right now. Later on we will, but not right now. Okay, we'll proceed on then to a new business item, which is pretty exciting, but we want to bring everybody up to speed on this, and that's discuss and take action if necessary for the LCDBG grants that has been, we're eligible for, hopefully, and Doug and Mr. Dewitt have, been involved in this and know all the details on it, but at this point in time, I'd like to call on Mr. Postel to fill in the blanks on these grants and share with us the information that you have present.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Crowder. Mr. Dewitt, Mr. Melton, and myself, I think that may have been all that was there, participated on a conference call with the Office of Community Development in the last several days concerning this Office of Community Development grant. These are funds that the state got directly as part of the American Rescue Act funding. We received some of those funds directly from the federal government, and the state received a large share that went directly to the state. And the state is using those for several different things. One of the programs that the state is using their money for is called the Love Louisiana Outdoors program. And the purpose of the program is for the development or rehabilitation of outdoor fitness and recreational parks in jurisdictions that meet the national objective requirements of low to moderate income area benefit. So basically what that means is that only certain areas qualify for this funding. Lincoln Parish is only one of 8 parishes that parish-wide qualify as low to moderate income beneficiaries or low to moderate income areas. So therefore, we were one of the 8 parishes that actually qualifies for this funding. So we have to put forth a plan, a proposal for our portion of the funding. Our eligible amount is $750,000, which is a pretty significant amount. We're excited about that. As part of the eligible activities, it includes construction, reconstruction, or rehabilitation of a park, playground, or green space owned or to be owned by the applicant, to provide outdoor recreation and fitness opportunities to residents while enabling appropriate social distancing to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So basically, they're tying this back to the American Rescue Act and COVID prevention by putting it into parks and recreation facilities. We have been kind of working on a wish list of projects at the park already. When we started talking early on about American Rescue Act funding, and James keeps a running list of park projects already. One major project that we have currently being estimated, it's kind of out for quotes right now, is for the water and sewer improvements at the park. I think we've mentioned with this group before, we've got some pretty significant improvements that need to take place with our water system at the park. The original water lines there were put in when the park was originally built. It was done with inmate labor at the time, done with thin wall PVC, and it's just one continuous patch job. We can't hardly keep up with all of the patching because all the joints are coming apart, things of that nature. So it pretty much needs to be replaced. The sewer plants, we have a large double oxidation pond, 2-chamber oxidation pond at the campground, but the rest of the park has individual sewer plants, small sewer plants. And those, many of those are coming to the end of their lifespan and just simply need to be upgraded or replaced. And so Riley Company is working right now on an estimate for us to see kind of where we are with that. That would be something we could use these funds for. We have some playground space that the surface is coming up. Playground surface is extraordinarily expensive to replace, but that is an area that we're looking at. We've got some improvements with some of the bike trails that we're looking at getting some estimates on, the walking trail repaving and things of that nature. So it's going to be my recommendation that the committee task Mr. Scriber as the chairman, Mr. Durrett, myself, and Mr. Ramser to move forward to coming up with a list of eligible projects for this, and that they authorize Mr. Curry and myself to proceed on behalf of the jury to apply for these grant funds.
The deadline is September 5th.
Yes, they gave us a very short turnaround time on this, and the deadline for submitting the original application, which is mainly just, it's a very general proposal, is September 5th.
And there's no match to it.
That's right, this is 100%.
100%.
Okay. Mr. Russell?
One more suggestion to add to your list. I'm assuming the city of Ruston has an exercise.
Station by Walmart?
Yes. Could we think about something like that on a scale where each piece of equipment is farther apart?
Certainly.
At like 6 feet apart or more.
Nobody in the park.
Yeah, that thing
In our
really has
park.
some good equipment.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Sure. Well, we have some things like that already at the park, but I think looking
Okay.
at maintaining those or adding some more is certainly something we could look at.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so this is pretty exciting that we have the possibility to to get this one. Looks like we stand a really good chance to be able to take this grant and improve our park out there. Anyone else got any question or comment? Anyone?
Do you need a motion to form that committee, or could the president form that?
I think the president can form the committee.
Well, the committee needs to recommend to the jury that we proceed with the application.
That's right.
We need to get that application before we meet again. It needs to be in by September.
I make that motion that we move forward.
Okay, the motion's been made to proceed forward with give them the authority to sign off on what we need to sign off on, Mr. Postel and Mr. Durrett, and to reach our deadline of September the 5th. Is coming up pretty quick, but we got a little time, but we haven't got any time to do that either.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to add to my motion that you individuals be appointed to the committee to make that final choice.
And I would encourage jurors, if you have ideas within the next week or so that you'd like to contribute, feel free to contact me. We'd love to have conversations with you about ideas such as Mr. Russell's on things that we could look into. But our timetable is pretty short, so get with us quickly if you have things you'd like to visit with us about.
Any other comment, questions before we proceed on with a vote on the motion that's on the floor? We do need to vote on that, if that's correct. Okay?
Second.
All lines clear? Okay.
Second.
Okay, all in favor of proceeding on with the motion that is made, please say aye. Aye. Okay, at this point in time, that was the purpose of this meeting here, but I will give someone an opportunity to have anything else related to park, tourism, recreation, make a comment or something, not? Okay, I didn't see you down there. Ms. White? Yes.
Could you kind of give us an update on the archery?
Yeah, we're gonna do that in the we're gonna do it in the regular business meeting, in the regular jury meeting.
Okay, no,
I can, but I'll have a full report during the regular meeting, if that's okay.
that's okay.